Let's go.
And we're live. All right. Welcome. I see, well, of course, Mr. Great Shot's here, but I also see Lori and I see Mike Carrier and Mr. Fulton Moraz and Kitty 303. I know there's some more out there. I can see them on the eyeball, but tonight we do not have a guest tonight. I am lining guests up for future shows, so we will have those. Nothing as cool as Joey from Square Table Degenerates gets, but we'll see how we can work this out. But tonight I'm drinking Redwood Empire. This is a blend of bunches of bourbons from Kentucky to Tennessee to Indiana MGP juice to back to California again. So Redwood Empire.
It's aged in California, isn't
What's that?
it? Do they age it at all in California?
Yeah, they bottle and age it in California.
Okay. So kind of like Smoke Wagon. Source some stuff, age it there in Vegas,
Yep.
and then bottle it. They'll blend and then bottle.
Yep, pretty fruity. Pear forward, I think, on the note there. So week one, what are you drinking?
A little Old Granddad.
Old Granddad got a healthy pour there.
Yeah, I killed the bottle off, so I figured, it was just this much left. Might as well finish it off.
Pour it up in there. Old Granddad, I've had a few bottles of it in the past. Some of the bottles are okay, but the lower end ones aren't my favorite.
No, I like the bottled in bond, and then the 114. Those are about the only two that I like anymore. The rest of them, the younger, lighter proof ones, no, not so much.
Now this one's 90 proof, but I like it because it reminds me of Duke a little bit. The regular Duke, not the freaking Grand Cru, but it's
okay.
But the Duke, the regular Duke, has more intricate fruit notes in it, and this one's pretty fruit forward, but it's pretty much apple pear. Maybe a little other some other little note in there somewhere.
There you go. Good for the summertime.
Absolutely. Well, we are on official week one. Of course, we did get some entries from the prize night that went toward this quarter. So I did post that earlier today. So if you didn't see it post on the community tab, you can go out there and look, and you can see the most we have right now, I think, is 35. Let me go ahead and get this. Since we don't have a guest, I'm not rushing tonight, but I am going to do the StreamYard giveaway here, and we'll get the first one going for the entries. And tonight's theme for the entries is top card games of all time.
Strip poker, one of them?
Sort of.
I figured that had to rank up there pretty good, besides gin rummy and
yeah. And of course, y'all can probably guess a bunch of these. Just what's coming up, but they're all there's two different types of games, and it includes all variants. Is what I was going to say. So what they did was they ranked these, and Sergeant Major is one, and they ranked it worldwide popularity.
Sergeant Major.
Yeah, it's a trick based game.
Never heard of that one.
And I've played it before, but I mean the number one is the number one, so that's going to be worth 20. But these are worth 10 right here. and poker will come up. So
Okay.
so
5 card stud.
basically, poker is a and it includes all variants of
Oh, okay.
right.
So
So no matter what you're bidding, whether it's
yeah,
clothing or chips or quarters or dollars or whatever, it doesn't matter.
yeah.
So it'll come up.
Okay.
But this is going to be an easy night because it's just the names of card games, general card games. Because I will say things like um, Crazy Eights is in there somewhere,
Hmm.
but that
Okay.
includes Uno and any variant of Crazy Eights.
Oh, okay.
Because Crazy Eights is the original game, and that's coming up here in a little bit. But Crazy Eights has the eights are wild, and so and then you can do a 2, and you can make up your own rules. Like a 2 is a draw 2, an ace is a skip, that type
Okay.
of stuff. That's where Uno came from.
Oh, okay. Could
So,
you hear the plane go by?
barely,
Okay.
yeah,
I didn't know if I needed to mute. Some of them can come right over the top of the house, and they can get quite annoying.
yeah. Yeah, I did post this out on Instagram earlier. I haven't been feeding the social media pages as much. I've been doing some silly stuff here and there, but I took a picture of me where I was going like that, and I had fireworks going off behind me, and I said, "My poker face when I see an allocated bottle in the liquor store." So, I just try to put something out every once in a while to keep things going. But
Of course, Cassie Bates. You didn't see the halo over my head here?
hmm yeah, that's a halo.
Yeah, maybe might be a reflection off the pool, but
No,
close
there was
enough.
a guy he used to uh, we hang out with us when we were in the military, and we'd go to bars and stuff, and he could blow smoke rings really well.
Hmm.
And somebody would say something to him about being bad, and he would do like that and blow this smoke ring that would and then he would lean forward and he said, "I'm an angel." But he was real good at that. But he could also direct the smoke ring
Yeah.
where you spin it faster at the top, I think, and it'll
Oh,
it'll curl and curve and go down, and he could
yeah.
aim it, and he could get the right distance away and aim the smoke ring that would come out about this big and then expand and curl down and go over a beer glass, and it would look like the bottom of the glass was smoking on the table.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
I've seen some amazing stuff like that with the guys doing the vape, where they can do all kinds of different, weird stuff like that with the smoke, well, with the vape. But
Hey, what's up? Okay, let me catch up with the chat here. We got Kathy Bates showed up. We got Art by Sparkle, most hated game grower, most hated grower, and Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic, Funky Uncle John. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The everybody gets an entry is going to be at 7:30. I spin those ahead of time, and it goes anywhere from 7:15 is the start until 8:15 is the last one. So that's why they move around each week. So, yeah, we are. Angie Mason Fluid Art, how's it going? STD, I just gave you a shout out earlier, Joey. I said I have some guests lined up on here, but nothing as cool as Joey gets on Square Table. So, I mean, nothing against my guests; they're cool as hell.
but Fulton got a hand delivery from you.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. He got his glass and his little ounces of alcohols. 2 ounces. Yeah, I'm still making Jimmy's nosing kit,
Oh,
and I
because
ordered.
you had to make him the new one, right?
Yeah, I had to
new.
make the nosing
Gotcha.
kit B. But he's aware. I've got the box down here with the jars in it, and I had to order a couple of things
Oh,
because I need the essence, the oil,
hmm,
and I have rose, and that's what I put in the nosing kit A,
yeah.
and I use red clover for nosing kit B, and
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
have any because the red clover one is the one that's to me closest to when you walk across a field and you just smell wildflower.
Yeah.
That's the red clover is close because they have one called Wildflowers. It's
Mhm.
not very good. It just smells too sweet, you know.
Yeah. I like to see red
And
clover being in Kentucky though, because it was all over the place up there.
oh yeah,
Along with, there's numerous wildflowers that grew in Kentucky.
yeah, and I do this stuff where I order things and I get it and I nope, I'm never going to use that. And then oh yeah, I'll use that one. That type of stuff.
Hmm.
And those things are kind of expensive. I pay like 10
Sure. I
fifteen
mean,
dollars for like a
for a
point two
little bitty
five
old
ounce.
tube, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you get essential oils and stuff like that.
yeah.
The only thing I remember rose the rose stuff from was my grandmother used to make. But she called it betlawa. It was baklava, and I believe she used some of that. And either that one or it may have been a different cookie, like it was called mamu or something.
Yeah,
But she
I
put
love
that rose petal stuff in there.
yeah I love baklava. Now the rose petal, the stuff when you're making baklava, it's supposed to be uncultured wild honey,
Yeah,
and people
and
will
lots
add.
of
And
it.
I've heard of people using regular like honey that's been processed,
Yeah.
and then drop a some rose oil or something in it to give it that wild honey flavor.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, or clover or something like that, maybe. Because you can give it that wild flavor with that as well. But
no,
my
please
grandmother
don't.
always made it by hand, and she made the ones not like you get in the nowadays the big sheets of it, where they cut it in the little triangles. She
Mhm.
made it to where she rolled them up like cigars. They look like little cigars about the size of your thumb, about the size of my thumb, basically.
The only thing I don't like about because we go to the Greek festivals and things when they have them, and I get baklava and things like that. It's so sticky.
Yeah,
It is, your fingers,
exactly.
and you're walking around at the festival, and there's no place to wash your hands, and all they have are
Yep,
hand sanitizer, and that doesn't do anything. It's like,
yep. Now you got
yeah,
sticky fingers. The trick to that is they usually put it in a little piece of wax paper. You
yep.
hold it in the wax paper.
I don't care how hard I try. I'll have the little wax paper and I'm holding it and I'm trying not to get any on me. And I guess I do something like this or whatever, and it's on my thumb and there it is.
Yep, it can happen pretty easy.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to spin this one so we can get the
Spin it
next
up.
one going. And I almost hit invite. So let me go to share screen. Oh, are you kidding me? I got to do this again. All right. Let me, it's already allowed. Okay. I thought it wasn't allowing it. Giveaway tool StreamYard. Here we go. And good luck, everybody. This is for 10 entries to the wheel. Boom, Kathy Bates. Congratulations. All right, let me write that down and we will get the next one set up. It's rigged. All right. Here we go. Real short, little short ones tonight. And if you're just joining in, we're doing top 10 card games of all time worldwide. And this includes the game and variations of. So it's euchre. Oh, don't worry. There's 9 more. There's 9 more coming, Guani. Yeah, we'll get them. We'll get them out there. Mr. Great Shot had to step away for a minute, but we will keep. And if you're just joining in and you're not aware, which I don't really see anybody new here that hasn't been around, but just in case there's someone in the background, the next quarterly drawing will be on December 1st. This is a quarterly drawing, and I give away a 24 note nosing kit, 3 sample bourbons marked A, B, and C, a virtual private tasting with me where I do a reveal on the bourbons as I walk you through the nosing kit, and a Bourbon Bounty logoed snifter whiskey glass that looks like this. Very popular item. And if I can get them to come out perfecto, I may put them for sale. But I have to do these manually. And we have a Cricut cutter. We cut the logo. I have to pull all the relief parts out, put the film on top, peel the backing, put it on the glass, put the acid etching on there with a paintbrush, let it sit, rinse it off, all of that stuff. The glass is rounded, so it's hard to do. I'm going to try to make the logos a tiny bit smaller, just barely, because the smaller they are, the harder it is to pull all the little pieces out of it without tearing it up. So it's a very manual process to make these things. And if I do sell them, I'm probably going to sell them for around $30, $35 a piece. And that's why I haven't put them for sale. I just give them away. So when you win, you get one. I do have 4 over here, but I'm going to talk to Jimmy about that, and he's going to end up with 2 because he has one already. He's going to end up with another one. And then I like to keep a couple here so that when I'm doing 3 bourbons against each other, I have a Glencairn glass, a regular one of the glasses that I like to use, and then one with my logo on it, and that way I can pour them up and know which one's which. Okay, so Giovanni, the hats, I rarely give away a hat because they're freaking expensive. But the hats are reserved for people who come on live on the show in studio. Now, Mr. Great Shot has agreed to be co-host on here, so I'll be sending him a hat. But Jimmy, he hosted a show and he was live with me with the stuff. He got a hat. When I did the documentary film, everybody there got a hat. The hats they're nice, and I don't buy low quality. I mean, these are really high quality hats, but they're expensive. And so those I reserve as VIP gifts. Fulton got one because he was the first person to become a member of my channel. And so I was wanting to do something for the person that signed up very first member. So I gave him a hat. The hat is also an alternate prize for people overseas. And I guess if you win the first prize, the nosing kit, and you don't want it, I will send you a hat. Then I will send you a hat. That can be your alternate prize if you win first. But if you win second place, that we'll have to work something out on that one. So, but right now, you can see the hashtags coming in. It's hashtag Euchre. As the card game, there's Fulton. He got it in there, right? What's up, Crazy Ann? Yeah, Mr. Great Shot is back. He could bring himself up, but I'm just going to go ahead and pop him back up here.
Can you hear me on the mic? No. Yeah, I think my mic is still off. Hang on. Better reconnect. All you can hear me right now is on the phone. I'm going to see if I can reconnect onto this.
Okay. All righty. And we
How about now?
Oh, yeah, I got you now.
All right.
I started to say, man, I'm going to get you a Blue Yeti and send it to you. How about that?
A Blue Yeti? Well, I could use a Blue Yeti. I got this plastic cup.
No. It's a mic.
Oh. I don't know. Dang newfangled technology. Sorry about that. I had a phone call I had to answer.
Yeah, I have a silver Yeti, but that's a real Yeti.
I don't even have one. My brother had one back when I was doing a lot of powder coating, and he gave it to me, and I made it into a Blue Yeti.
Oh yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, powder coat. Yeah, I used to powder coat. Did you know that?
No, you did. What you used to powder coat?
A long time ago. I was in college, and I was out for the summer, and so I landed a job at a place called Hussman, and they
Hmm.
made ice boxes. You know, the ones that sit outside the stores that say ice on the side of them,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I got
and
you.
you open the doors and get your bags of ice out.
Yep.
We did those. We did the coolers like you in the store. They can either have a back or not, you know, where they can load them from the back,
Uh huh.
or it was display coolers and ice cream carts. They the push carts,
Okay, I got you.
and we would do the all the powder coating. And if people don't know what powder coating is, all of your appliances in your home, your refrigerator, your stove, any of that metal that's got really
Mhm.
smooth coat
Yep.
of color on it is powder coated.
Yep.
And what we had to do is do the pH stuff in the on the metal and all that and get everything right. And then it's on an electrostatically charged rail. And we
Oh
had this huge rail system and we had the big booths.
yeah.
So we had one booth was for white only,
Yep.
and one booth was for black or any other color.
Yep.
And we could set the white booth. All we had to do was watch for clumps,
Hmm.
and you know,
Or the starburst, or yeah.
yeah, stuff like that. And what we
Hmm.
do is go ahead and run it through the oven.
Yeah. Oh,
But
preheat, so you spray it hot. Yep.
yeah, but we would take a spatula if it had like a big clump on it and kind
Hmm.
of knock it off. So when it went through the oven, it wasn't as much sanding. Because then we had
Okay.
to sand it down and it would be blue metal under there. And
Yeah.
then we would run it back through the machine and we would sit there by hand and paint that powder coat that
Yeah.
one spot and then let it go back through the oven to
I got
salvage
you.
the part, you know.
Yeah. Now I
But
used to
any
do
color
wheels.
we had to do by hand. So
Hmm.
red, blue, you know, any solid metal. And that's why they were so expensive, you know. But this one guy, he wanted a yellow push
Yeah.
cart with for his ice cream
I got you.
thing. And so yeah, he paid a price for it, but we powder coated by hand.
There you
Yeah.
go. That's all I did was by hand, and it was all custom wheels. I used to work for a company that made wheels, and
Mm,
all aluminum wheels, and they
yep.
would CNC to mill out the wheel, and then I would clean up the wheel, get it all prepped and stuff, and then powder coat it whatever color they wanted it.
Yep.
Hmm.
Well, how big was your oven? I mean, what did you have to heat it with?
Oh, let's say it was probably 15 by 15 or so,
Oh
maybe
yeah,
15 by
ours was
20.
our oven was as big as a football field.
Oh yeah, yeah, because you had it
Yeah.
continuously running
And
through
it
the
would run
oven. Yeah,
in and then go back and forth all through there and then go all the
oh,
way
okay.
around and come back out. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, mine was I had stuff on a racks, and I would just wheel it in there, let it time, time it for each individual one, and then pull out, a set at a time or two or three sets at a time.
Yep. Oh man, we had to go in and replace some parts and stuff one time in the oven,
Hmm.
and we had to turn it off a day ahead
Oh yeah,
before we
and it's
went
still
in.
hot.
And then we had exhaust fans pulling the heat out. And then we still had to wrap our heads in wet towels
Oh yeah,
to go in there and don't touch anything because it's freaking hot.
oh yeah. Well, I forgot what the average tempo is for it. I think I'm gonna say it's over 500,
Yeah, I think 500. I think it was between 500 and 600 degrees.
somewhere right in that range.
Yeah, right
It
in
all melts
there.
about the same. I mean, some of your different powders melt at a slightly different rate and whatnot, but it
Well,
was still
well,
fun.
Art by Sparkle, when we were powder coating the parts, we were laughing about it because it was one cart. He wanted it yellow, and we called it the "Don't Eat the Yellow Snow" when we were painting it because it was that color.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Canary yellow.
it was. It was. Yeah,
Yep.
but we had when it went through silk screen because we'd take the parts.
Hmm.
He wanted a big white oval on it,
Hmm.
and then he wanted like this three color logo inside the white. It said ice cream and it had a
Yeah.
logo on it.
Oh, nice. That's a pretty
And
good
so
design.
it was really cool. But it was a guy in New York that was selling ice cream on the street,
There you
and
go.
he ordered like four of these carts because he had
Wow.
people working for him that would
Yeah.
go around. And
I would stand out up there, bright yellow
yeah,
cart on the side of the
bright
road.
yellow. Oh, and
That's
then of
what you
course he
want.
had a umbrella over it with, it was everything was
Yeah.
yellow.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the way to do it. Hey, you look for the yellow cart.
Mhm. Well, I'm going to spin this one. Hopefully everybody's got their entries in. So let's go ahead and share the screen. And we will get to the euchre and draw. Bang. Good luck, everybody. The entries are building.
And
Kitty
Kitty
303. Congratulations. All right. And then I will stop sharing with all the little sparkly things, confetti falling, and we'll get the next one set up. Hashtag. Now, this is the one I was talking about earlier that Uno is based off of. And they did say when they called this I guess we're on 8, the 8th most popular card game in the world. They said this is this game plus all its variants, including Uno.
Oh, okay.
So Crazy Eights. I used to play Crazy Eights with my grandmother when I was a kid. The elementary school was right down the street from where my grandmother lived.
Mm-hmm.
It was close, and then so was still elementary. There was elementary, and then there's I call it middle school, but it was right before junior high, so it went up to 6th grade, and then we went to junior high, and then high school was way over. But that was the free babysitting, I would go stay at my grandma's house, and then during the summer,
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played Crazy Eights. I mean, we played like your normal card games, your normal poker style games, and then when I was in the Air Force and stuff, we would play spades or hearts.
Yeah, well, hearts is funky. There is a game. Hearts is on here. But there's certain rules you can play on hearts, and it's like the 40 queen and all this stuff,
Yeah.
And you get
we
negative.
played more spades than anything, and then over in Saudi we played a bunch of the almost little oddball games where you kind of bet pot and things like that. It was weird.
We play a game called Oh Hell. But really, it's a variant of it's a trick based game. And what it is, if you have like 4 people, you start with 12 cards, and that leaves like 3 in the deck, So you deal everybody 12 cards, and then you flip one up. And if it's a deuce, before you look at your cards, as a dealer, you can say no trumps and flip it back over. Or you just leave it face up and say that's the trump. So the trump can vary from diamond, heart, spade, club. It just depends on whatever card's flipped up. And then the dealer deals, and then it goes first bid. Well, it's clockwise. First bid, second bid, third bid. And then the last person to bid cannot make the tricks equal the right number. So if 12 is the number and somebody bids 5 and 4 and 2, you can't make it equal 12. And we call it getting the shaft. And that's why they call it Oh Hell.
Okay.
Because somebody's going down every single time. Because you either make it or you don't. And if you make it, you get, like if you bid 5, you get 15. You just get a 1 in front of whatever you bid. And we call that quality, because you can get overbooks.
Uh-huh.
And
can you get overbooks then? So if you bid 5 and you get 6?
No, then you get nothing.
Oh, so you got to get exactly what you bid.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that makes it a little more tricky.
No, you know what? I was surprised, Kathy Bates, that Go Fish did not make the list, and another one did. But I played war a lot as a kid, but I was surprised it was that high on the list because it's something two buddies can do just sitting there, and then you get into we had the same card come up, and then you go 1, 2, 3, and then flip, and then you get all those cards.
Hmm.
But war is like a never ending game for two people to play.
Sheesh.
I was surprised Go Fish didn't make the list though. Yeah. But as we continue on past Crazy Eights, we're getting into things, harder games. More thought process goes into it.
Hmm. I think that's why I liked spades because you had to have a little bit of strategy and you had to have a good partner.
Oh yeah, and we did where you pass three.
Uh-huh.
Or no, yeah. I could pass cards to my partner, and then they look at them and pass back, or we pass at the same time. We'd play
Yeah.
that variant, and all that.
Hmm.
So yeah, it was pretty fun though. Man, we played a hell of a lot of spades in the military.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it's really so popular because we would
But
be overseas somewhere and like we would be in Thailand or the PI or wherever, and local that could speak English a little bit or whatever, they would want to play. And we'd be like, so you know how to play this? They're like, oh yeah, we play all the time with you guys, like
yeah,
different ones coming through.
there you go. But I mean, once you got the gist of the game down, it's not that hard.
Hmm. Well, it's
So
all
yeah,
the little variations of rules that people can put in
yeah.
there because we used to call it military rules because we would
Oh
have
yeah.
our way of doing it, and it was most common way. And I always
Hmm.
wanted to do the most common way that almost everybody in the military. Have you ever done a spades tournament?
No.
Oh my gosh. That's where you and your partner, if you win the table, then
Hmm.
you get teamed up with somebody else that won their table, and it's a single elimination all the
Oh
way
dang,
down.
dang, that would be kind of tough. I mean, because once you get used to a partner, you know how they're bidding, and
No, no,
you
no.
know.
You and your partner stay together.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. So you're
Well,
either
that would be
both
that bad then.
eliminated or you're not.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that would be all right. I could do that.
Yeah.
Well, I
So
could back
so
in the day. Nowadays, I haven't played spades for probably 20 years,
right.
something like that.
Oh, and there was guys that had tails, you
Yeah.
know, like I got the ace,
Mm,
but boy, people were watching and they would do things like take their glasses off or something,
uh-huh.
their BC rolls and do that and put it back on. And that meant you need to bid this and I'll pass
Yeah.
to you,
There you go.
and that type of stuff. But yeah, there was people watching. Yeah, spades though. Yeah, and if you weren't cheating, you weren't playing it right. Because
Well,
we'd
I can
do things
say,
like if I rub this nostril, it
uh,
means one thing. If I do this, it means something else.
yeah.
You
I think you
know,
got into it a lot more than I did then, because
well,
I
you
didn't.
can't win the tournament if you don't.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't. We were playing it. Like on lunch break at during and while we were working and stuff. We come in for lunch and we play a round of spades or something.
Oh man, there were guys that were like, they would do things like, "Hey, I'm going to adjust my hat, and if I adjust it a little too far to the right, it means
Hmm.
this, and if I adjust it to the left, it means that."
Yeah.
And they would be very subtle, but they would
Uh,
just move it a little bit left or right because they were trying
yeah.
not to get caught.
Or do this here and pull the glasses down a little
Oh
bit.
yeah. If I
Yeah.
look if I look over my glasses, it means something. Yeah, just all kind
Yeah.
of. But I didn't have glasses on, so I had to because I didn't wear
Mm.
glasses till way after the military.
Oh yeah, me either. I mean, these are just cheaters. I don't wear glasses normally. It's just cheaters so I
Yeah,
can see right here where the phone is, and then
yeah,
the chat on the iPad. Other than that, if it's past my hands, I can see perfectly fine. Still got better than 2020.
yeah. I'm gonna bring this up. If for anyone interested, Kitty 303 is going to have an auction this Saturday, and she'll have a
Oh,
video up tomorrow.
okay. Let's see. Wonder if I can. There we
And
go.
what time on Saturday are you going to have your auction? Oh, I was looking into something today. Um, the token stuff that I was reading about this, and millennials are buying this stuff up, man. And you can do it's crypto wallet stuff, and you can sell art. And what you do is like you can do it one of two ways where you get and there's sites you'd have to look into it. I mean, you go through and they convert your art over into this digital like token format thing, and you can sell art online. And there's people that are yeah, there's the link. About 6 p.m. tomorrow or Saturday, I mean. And what time zone is that? Eastern?
Western.
Western, maybe.
Yeah, he corrected, said Western.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll make sure that but there's the link and well that's just to the YouTube page,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
that's their YouTube page, their stream link.
Hmm.
And I'm sub now, by the way.
All right.
Pacific time, yeah.
Pacific. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, that's in the afternoon for me.
Yep.
No.
It'd be evening.
10.
6,
10 o'clock
7,
at night.
8. Yeah, 8. Well, 6 p.m.
9 or 10.
Yeah, from you it'd be what, 3 hour difference, I think.
Okay. So 9 o'clock, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's not too bad. 9 o'clock.
Because you're on Eastern time.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm
East Coast.
Central.
Yep. North
Yeah.
Carolina.
Hmm.
Oh, I got to spin this thing, man. Hang on.
Yeah.
I'm
Spin it
getting
up.
behind here.
Slacking over here now.
I'm
Be
slacking.
slacking.
We don't have a guest, so it's just me and you bullshitting tonight. So
Yeah. And the airplanes. Jeez.
you know, I can barely hear it though.
Okay. Well, that
All
wouldn't
right. Good luck on
too
Crazy
close.
Eights. Here we go. And I got to get one more in before 7:30. That's all I'm looking for because I have to do the put me in. Hey, look,
Hey, I won one. Awesome.
Mr. Great Shot. All
I
right.
don't hardly win these very often.
All right. I'm going to get the next one built up here. My dad won last week. He won a few.
Oh yeah, you're right, Guani. Rigged. Definitely rigged.
Oops. I misspelled that. Okay. There we go. Don't want to misspell.
Thanks, Ann.
I think you'll understand why this is a popular one.
Oh, speaking of Big Daddy. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, he's
blackjack.
here. Blackjack. I know. I watched them play a lot of. Well, I've watched a lot of blackjack. I like roulette when I go to the casinos and stuff,
Oh, okay.
and I play the columns, and it's it pays 2 to 1. I've always
Oh.
hit pretty good on that.
So you play the colors? Is that how it works?
No. It's so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 1, 4, 7, yeah, all the way down that column.
Okay.
So the way a blackjack or the roulette wheel's laid
Roulette
out
spin.
is three numbers across, and it goes way on down, And so instead of yeah, I just bet either the 1 column, 2 column, or 3 column. And
okay.
if anything hits in that row or that column, I get paid 2 to 1.
Oh, well, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
If you want it better, you have to pick a certain number in those columns.
Oh no,
yeah,
because it'll pay whatever to 1 off of betting $1 on a number. You'll hit big. But I've built up way more money because if you put a number out there, how many numbers are on a roulette wheel anyway? Was it 60 something? I don't know. But and then they have the aught and double aught, which everybody loses unless you put it right on that, But and you can square numbers, and you can do like a 4 square. You put the chip in the middle, So
Okay.
there's usually like on roulette, there's like a $5 minimum bet on the low end table,
Mhm.
$100 max, right?
Oh wow.
So, but it's a $5 minimum bet. But if you're playing the grid, you can put five $1 chips, spread them out.
Okay.
When I play the column, I have to put $5 on that call
Oh, okay.
as a minimum bet
Yeah, because you're betting so many numbers in a row.
in a
I
row.
got you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that makes sense. I've never been to Vegas or anything like that in any of the gambling establishments. I'm not really a much of a gambler.
Yeah, and the other way to play it is to set, like I always set at the end of the roulette wheel away from the wheel, and
Mhm.
I bet the columns. But you can also sit on the side and bet first, third, second, third, third,
Mm,
you
okay.
know, of it. And it's the
So there's
same damn bet. You're just betting that the number's going to be up in this block, in the middle block, or the last block.
okay.
Yeah. But blackjack has always burnt me for some reason.
House always wins.
Yeah, house always wins, and no more so than when I'm sitting there.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can see that myself. Oh, I think I better hold on 20. Well, house gets blackjack. Oh, wonderful.
Mhm.
I'll
Oh, that
hold on
one
18
person.
this time. Oh, house gets 20.
Oh, she was sitting there and she was dealing, and she's like, "Come on, sit down here." And I don't really play blackjack, and she goes, "You know how?" And I said, "Yeah, but I don't really do it because I always lose." And she's like, "Oh, come on, it'll be," because she didn't have anybody at the table.
Hmm.
So I was like, "All right." So I sat down there and I gave her a 20, and I got, you know, the chips, and I was betting this. And before it was over, all my money was gone,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Oh
wow,
yeah.
I didn't win shit like the
Yep.
entire time.
Yeah. That would be me. I'd go in with spend $100. Okay. 10 minutes later, it's time to go now.
Yep, that was it. And she's like, oh, but if you keep playing, I said, no, that's the
Uh-huh.
way it works.
Are you gonna give me some money? I'll keep on playing.
Hmm.
You give me some free money, I'll stay here all night and play with.
Oh, yeah, but I've had real good luck because you can lose twice and win once, and you got your money back
Yeah.
betting the columns.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I would win 3 in a row, and all of a sudden I'm getting paid 2 to 1. And
Hmm.
I've got a pile of $5 chips in front of me.
There you
And
go.
and then I would maybe lose a couple, and then I would win, and I'd have a pile, another, bigger pile. And then I
Yeah.
would color up to tens, and then I would be
Hmm.
betting $10 on the columns.
Oh, there you go.
And then color up to 25s and color up to, hundreds or whatever eventually.
Yeah.
And I've done that before. And I sit
Huh.
there and win $1,400 sitting at that table.
Dang. That's pretty good.
I mean, I'm not saying everybody can do it, but I don't know what it is. I just get a feeling. I just like,
Yeah.
and I like it. I don't like playing on a roulette wheel when there's nobody there.
Oh, okay.
Like they're going to spin the wheel, and then I have to like just put my money on something. I like it where they spin it and they have like the little Buddha token thing or whatever. No more bets comes out,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
And I would wait and watch. And when the wheel starts slowing down, she would pick that thing up to put out there to say no more bets. And I would go boop, and I'd put $5 on a column just right before she put the no more bets down.
Yeah.
It was just something, it was my,
Yeah.
superstition thing I was doing, but it was paying off and I didn't want to change it. What's up, Cindy? Jimmy Lacari's in
Hey,
the
hey,
house.
hey.
Newfoundlander Ingalls family, how are you doing?
Hmm.
But yeah, I've won a lot on roulette, but I don't go very often. But I'm gonna have to spin this wheel. I know it's on blackjack right now, but we're about to do the everybody put me ins, and so let me spin this thing, and we'll stay on track here. Boom! Good luck, everybody. Well, it's good to hear you're doing good, Newfoundlander. Oh, that
Oh,
is
Sheba B.
Lori
Lori,
as Sheba B, and I'm going to spin again.
spin it up.
But Lori gets 10 off of that one. And then we have Gowani. All right. See
All
there?
right.
Stanaka. Bam. Mark that one off. Stop sharing. And now it's 7:29. I'm going to go ahead and get this one prepped, but I'm not going to do it yet. I'm not going to post it out there just yet. I will get it ready. And then I'm going to put start, put me in. Now, this is where I need Mr. Great Shot to take over so I can just watch these names. That was my alarm going off, by the way.
All right. I'm in. Big
All
Daddy
right.
H. Steam Fire and Ice. Gowani. Kathy Bates is in. Kitty 303. Newfoundland
I'm
Ingalls
reading.
family. Oh yeah. All right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll go back through them here in a minute. Yeah, if you can just keep everybody.
So what's everybody in chat drinking on tonight, or this afternoon, I should say? Anything, or is it still time for iced tea? And because I got that too, it helps out. It's been scorching down here, mid 90s, and humid, which is slightly unusual for Texas.
It
We
was
don't
nice
typically get
here
a
today.
whole lot of humidity. It was nice here in the morning. It was like 72 or something. It's freaking awesome. Fairly cool. Humid as all get out, but there was a nice little bit of a breeze. It's pretty good. And then the more in the afternoon it got hotter and hotter, and the humidity never did leave. It's still hazy. Not like Kentucky. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm used to it up there.
Let's see here. Let me go back through these. Got go on.
Big Daddy Ace's Miller Lite. Water. Well, water's good. I've drank plenty of water today. I probably drank close to half a gallon of water today. Sweat most of it out.
All right, let me read these back off. They seem to have stopped. We have 13 people on the eyeball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I only have 11 people down here. So it's Big Daddy H, steamed fried rice, Gowani Ostinaco, Mr. Great Shot, Kathy Bates, Kitty 303, Newfoundlander Ingalls family, Funky Uncle John, Art by Sparkle, Mike Carrier, and Crazy Ann. Oh, there's Lori. Got you down.
Yep, sounds about right. Dang, Mike. Still over 100 in Corpus. I was down there a couple of weeks ago.
Did not call your name. I do not have you in, so make sure you put, in any form or fashion, put me in the chat, and we'll get that
New Jersey
down.
Garden Services. Hey there.
Nick Jones, type put me in.
Oh, it's Nick Jones. It's in New Jersey, huh? All right.
Yeah, Nick Jones.
My fault.
He has the accent from Europe.
Ah, okay. European.
All right. Oh, there it is.
There he is. He's in.
Yes, sir. All right. I got Art by Sparkle. I didn't get an Angie Mason.
So you got Funky Uncle John?
I did get Funky Uncle John.
Okay. I think that was about it.
Big Daddy Ace said Miller Lite. He gets 2 entries. No, I'm kidding.
I need beer. That's beer flavored water.
Mm-hmm. I was talking with Jay last night, my buddy from the military, and he's back in New York now. But anyway, I was talking to him last night, and we were talking about Bud Light versus Coors Light versus Miller Lite. I said, shit, they're all the same, you know. And you're talking about, he says, I am not European. I said overseas.
Oh,
But the uh, we were talking about, one has more flavor than the other. And I'm like, barely.
yeah. Barely dang near indistinguishable.
Kathy
Oh,
Bates said
speaking of,
she misses kind words. Oh yeah, yeah. She has to. Well, sometimes, yeah, she has to leave for her live.
mm,
See,
yep,
sometimes I get to plan better. I get to, because you saw me, uh, Mark, but when we were getting ready, when I came over, you were in the basement, and I was like, "Oh
mm,
shit," because we had 5 minutes.
yeah. I'd been there for about 10 before then.
Yeah, but I mean, I had everything set up, and I took a picture of the
Yeah.
studio with the lights on and all that. And I did a little thing on Instagram posting out like, "Hey, it shows tonight," whatever. Um,
Oh, did you hear that the Queen passed away today? Queen of
of
England.
England.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, I didn't know until this afternoon.
I don't
That
know.
I mean, heck, she was 96, so
Yeah, I mean,
that's
she
pretty
lived a
long
long
life
life. So
for sure.
who's in charge of the fake monarchy now?
I think it reverts to Charles,
Okay.
which was Prince Charles, and now I think he's going to be called King Charles the Third or something like that.
Oh wow. Okay. Well,
I
at
don't
least
know.
he got. Oh, there's Jimmy Lacari. Hang on, I got to write this down.
Yep.
I mean,
So
they're
I don't know.
figureheads over there now, really.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, well, like
I
other
mean, I'm not
places.
saying they don't do like some of them do like charity work and they go around, they do all that.
Yeah,
It's but he is King Charles now. Okay, whatever.
King
I mean, but
Chaz.
Parliament runs the country,
Yep.
and it's they don't control the police force. They don't control anything. I mean, what do they? I mean, they're the monarchy, but I mean,
There
it's
to be there, look pretty, and go, ah, ah,
and they have
you know.
influence here and there, but only
Yeah,
when it doesn't really matter. I mean,
yeah,
and I'm not trying to dog on it. I'm just saying that it's an antiquated thing, and
yeah.
you know.
Well, I guess it probably used to be more of a thing back in the day than it is now.
Mhm.
Back in the day, the king would be like, I want his head on a platter.
Right.
Nowadays, you're not gonna get that, homie. So it's more, figurehead. Look pretty, wave at the crowds.
Yep. And people love them over there.
Yeah, yeah. I guess yeah. There you go,
See,
Mike. Betty White was the queen for sure.
over there, they have the monarchy, and we have Jersey Shore. So
Oh no, it's just getting weirder and weirder around here now. I mean, I just saw something on the news. We give like $2 billion to Ukraine for more military stuff or something. I don't remember anybody asking me about that.
Yeah,
But hey, what's
Lori,
another
I
two
got you
billion on
down.
the $1 trillion debt? So
Yeah, Lori, I got you in on it. But them's the rules. You got to be here to get put me in. Put me in. But I am about to stop. Put me in right now. And we are going to paste in the next hashtag. And guess what? Oh, I see Oji-san. You made it. I'll put you in. So there you go. Hearts is the hashtag. I got Oji-san down.
hey there, Oji-san. Oh, hearts. Yeah, that was a good one.
I always say if you're right behind when I put me in within a few seconds, because it'll flip some of these messages. Like he may have had it in before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Thrash Life. Yeah. I'll let it go for a minute or two, after.
Yeah, there's usually a little bit of a delay in
Little
when it
delay.
when it comes in and when you say something on stream.
Oh yeah.
even
Well, I
with
haven't
low
had to
latency and
slow
all that.
roll. I haven't had to slow roll my chat or anything. I mean, there's a little delay, but it's not that big.
Yeah.
I don't put it on slow mo mode or anything. Power nap jumped up on him. But Oji-san needed a power nap. He worked his butt off today.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'm
Oh,
covering for him.
I think if he came down here and helped me out for a couple of days, he'd just smooth pass out.
Yeah, he had to type a lot on that keyboard and click a lot on that
Mm,
mouse today.
yeah, I couldn't do that. I need to be out and about doing stuff more than anything.
Yeah.
I'm the hands-on kind of guy, and I don't know how to type for anything. I'm the hunt and peck sort of thing, you know.
Oh yeah. I type over 100 words a minute, but I've been
Jeez.
doing it all my career, and
Yeah,
I've written novels and things.
yeah. So
And
you can type about as fast as you can talk.
but I always say I can type at the speed of conscious thought.
Hmm.
So if I'm thinking about a dialogue, it's just hitting the page as I'm thinking about,
Wow,
people
that's
having
cool.
a interaction or something.
Only way I can get halfway close to that is with talk to text. Like when you hit the little microphone on your phone to start to
Mm,
text a mic, like if you're driving and you text this, and then half the time that's wrong because Siri doesn't understand redneck.
right.
So she's saying all kinds of stuff, and I'm like, that's not even close to what I just said. You
Now I
know?
can type about 112 words a minute if I do the test where I have to type what's written,
Uh-huh.
and I just look at what's written and just start flying.
Yeah.
I type about anywhere from 108 to 112, but if I'm just thinking it and typing it,
Yeah.
and I just say, time me on how many words a minute,
Uh-huh.
and I can just type anything that's in my head, then I'll type 120.
Oh wow. Yeah. That's great. Dragon speech. Hmm.
Yeah, Dragon is we had Dragon for a while at the hospital because of dictation,
Oh, they got a bunch of weird word in hospitals.
but we still had to have like our translate transitionists, that we would have like freelance people, hired as contractors, and the doctors would take and it would do Dragon into the thing, and then it would go to them, and then they would correct it,
Oh, okay.
correct the text and all, and but that made it a lot easier because they could hear the recording of the doctor, they could see what Dragon did, and then they would just correct mistakes.
Okay. Yeah.
But the thing with transcriptionists and stuff for hospitals, people think, oh, I could do that. No, you cannot, because you don't know the Latin, you don't know all of the medical terms, you don't know
Yeah.
all of that, and they're going to throw shit out there, and they're going to mumble right through it. And if you're not
Yep.
familiar with it, and Dragon's going to go goobity goobity glop,
Yeah.
when they do that.
Exactly.
And you have to
Yeah.
be able to put it in context and know what drug they're talking about or whatever.
Yeah. Or specific, body parts and all kinds of different
Mhm.
muscles and this, that, and the other, and so many different diseases with weird names and this, that, and the
Yeah,
other.
we used to
Oh
call
my
it
goodness.
the ventripocal reciprocator.
Yeah, it's something to do with the heart, but
that was the medical form of the flux capacitor. That's like I forget what way we said that. Ventriplic. I forget how we
ventricular.
said it now. But yeah, with the what's up, Heartsake? Haven't seen you in a while. We are on hashtag hearts, but I'm about to spin this thing, so hurry, hurry, hurry. Hashtag hearts. This is your game right here, Heartsite.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm gonna step back here and grab a water. I'll be right back.
All right. And I'm gonna spin this one. Don't worry though, if you miss hearts, we'll have another one right on its heels. But I've got to spin this. So here we go. I think she got it in. Here we go.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw her pop up. She had a mic carrier. Congratulations.
Congrats, Mike. Fellow Texan.
Yeah, these these little wins start slow, but they build up over the course of the quarter.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to catch back up at the end. All right, hashtag. Now this one I guess I agree with it because it's a two-person game, and then there's the regular one. Anyway, this is the one when they said, "Oh, it includes all variations." I'm like, okay, well, first one is gin rummy. The next one's gonna be rummy, but
Yeah.
I kind of
Yeah,
gave it away.
I can remember playing those. Whoops. That's not a hashtag. That's a 3.
Oh, I used to. Yeah, I remember one time I forget how old I was. I was probably 11 or something, and my grandmother would beat my ass at gin rummy all the time. And one time I was
Yeah.
like, "Gin," and I was like, all excited, and then she fanned the cards out. She's like, "No, that one's not right." I was like, "Ah."
Don't be trying to cheat on me, boy.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't know if I ever beat her. That's why we started playing Crazy Eights, because I was like, I can't do this.
There you go. Used to play some different card games with my grandparents. A few of them. Most of them I don't remember now. It's been so long.
Yeah. Oh man, we played High Nine. Well, and there's one game. I think it was Sergeant Major. They call it 358 or something like that. Anyway, whatever the numbers are, where the thing you make the certain things, and I don't remember now, but the game we play is called Oh Hell, and it's more like spades. But the only thing is, spades aren't always trump. It's a trump game.
Yeah. Yeah, but the trump you call the trump whoever wins the amount of trips.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's either you either hit your bid or you don't.
Yep.
And we used to call it cow patty when we
Oh.
were playing, because my aunt would keep score, and if you didn't make it, she would just scribble a circle over your score, and we called it a cow patty because it would be like a spiral squiggle, and it looked like a cow patty, and so we called it cow patties because somebody always got one.
I'm trying to remember this
5
one
crowns.
game.
I don't believe I've ever played. I don't know if I have or not. I've played a lot of games. I've probably played more card games that I've forgotten.
Double canasta.
I have played canasta before. I would have to reread all the rules and everything.
It's one of those kind of trick games.
Yeah, I've played a
but
lot of different trick games.
like with double canasta, you play with 4 decks.
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was fun. I used to play that a whole lot
Oh,
with my grandparents and some one cousin. We used to
Hey.
play a lot.
you got to watch Lori now. She can hear really well. She said, "There goes another airplane." I didn't even know.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes they're not too bad, and then sometimes I said, they fly right over the top of the house, and they're, I don't know, it seems like they're pretty low because they've already got the landing gear down. So
See,
sometimes I have to mute, especially if I'm just talking on the phone or something like that.
I say I can count cards,
Well, when you
but
go 4
I
decks
can
deep,
count. I can count on a single deck. Like I know what's out. Like if
Yeah.
everything's out, I can count. I'd be like, oh, I know the king's still out. I know the jack's still out. I have the 9, but the ace and the queen have already been played. The 10's been played. So
yeah,
if I can hang on to this 9, and not get it ate up by the the queen or the jack, whatever, and I'm calculating all that in my head, and I keep like the 2 or 3 of trumps down here, to slough off under, and then I know, like, if we're at the end of the round, I know my 9's big. I know it's catch, type thing. Let's see here.
Yep. Yeah, Canasa's
Uh,
a pretty cool game.
oh yeah, where all the trumps are. Yeah, I remember playing canasta a little, but again, I'd have to read back up on it. But there's all these little intricate rules when you start playing this stuff, and
Hmm.
oh, we play this way, we play this way. You can't break trump till trumps are broken, and you can't, like, you have to be forced to play a trump first, or type thing. So if you can follow
Pinochle.
suit, you have to follow suit, and then you can only trump, but you can play off. You don't have to play a trump if
Yep.
they haven't been broken, or you can play, nope, you have to play your trump. But I like doing it where you
Uh,
don't have to play the trump,
hmm.
but you can't until they're broken, because all this other stuff, when you say, oh, you have to play your trump, if you don't have the suit, you have to play your trump, you're taking a lot of the strategy out of the game.
Yeah.
you know at
What
some
about P?
point, why don't we just let fan our cards out and see who won?
Like Kathy said, how about like Pinochle? I don't know
Oh,
anything about
pinochle,
that one.
yeah. And it did not make the list either.
Is that
Yeah, I
the
mean,
one
there's a
where you
lot of
have
good games.
the little pegs in the board too and stuff or something? Was that Pinochle?
um I don't know. No,
There
I
was some.
I don't.
I think there was some card game there, where you had like a little wooden board with
Yeah, and it
pegs
had the
in it and
pegs
stuff.
and you could move, but I don't think
Yeah,
that was. No,
that
that's
wasn't
cribbage.
Pinochle.
Cribbage. Yeah, I
Oh,
couldn't think of
cribbage.
the name of
Okay.
it, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's completely different.
Yeah, it
That one I
wasn't
didn't
because I
know either.
played Pinochle and we didn't have a board. I'm gonna grab a
Yeah.
beer right quick.
All right then. Oh, that's
I've had
cribbage.
a
Yeah,
couple
thanks,
of
Quan.
bourbons, so
Well, you might want to grab you a beer and a water then. Pinochle had the pegs. Yeah, I don't remember all these dang games.
you know, uh, bourbon makes this Miller Lite taste good, though. Oh
Yeah.
man, yeah. I
Think.
just I don't play a lot of different games. I used to play Hearts a
Mm,
lot, and we played High Nine as a family. But now we're stuck on Oh Hell as
mm,
our game of choice. And we play online. We were supposed to play yesterday, last night,
yeah.
and we didn't because my son forgot.
Oh.
And my dad, Big Daddy H, in here, he cuts hay uh,
Yep.
as a side job and drives tractor and does all that. And he was kind of tired anyway. And then my son, he goes, "Oh man, I forgot about cards. I'm going to get my hair cut right now. I can jump on in like an hour." And we're
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. He's tired. You forgot."
Yep.
But no, I mean, I'm always looking for. I look forward to that. I'm gonna have to start texting them ahead of time because I get so like, "Oh man, we play cards tonight. We play cards tonight," and I'm getting everything set up and ready, and then okay, we're here when you're ready. And it's like, oh shit, I forgot about cards. Ah, damn it. It's a
Yep.
big build up for nothing.
Yep. I got you. Shoot. Well, I understand about the hay too, though. I cut this one field. It was only about maybe 10, 15 acres or something like that. But I had a bunch of burn piles around it, and that's what I was doing today, was
Yep.
burning those off so that later on I can, disc the whole thing and then, have it turn it into hay. So I'm gonna run some cattle and stuff on it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna spin this one. So
Okay, spin it
let's
up.
get the spinning gin rummy. Oh yeah. Good luck, everybody. And then rummy's next. You already know what it's gonna be. Big Daddy H.
There he is.
Big Daddy H might win something this time. He's getting off to a real good start here.
Yeah.
All right.
Congrats
Let's
there, Big Daddy H.
still a long way to go though till December. We'll see. And it's hashtag rummy. That's what it's gonna be. And I will officially post it here so people can see it, but that's it. Hashtag rummy.
Good old Rummy. So what are we up to now? How many we got left? Two? One, two.
No, we have 4. No, well, 3 after this one.
Oh, we're
So
gonna
we
run
have
out of
4.
time.
No, we got time because this just runs all the way up till 8:30, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
So I'll
Oh,
do a couple every 15 minutes, and then boom, and then
that's good.
I don't like to put them right at 8:30. I like to do the last one about 8:25, and then we can sit here and sign off and all that. But now we talked about powder coating earlier. We've talked about all kind of stuff. See, that's what I was looking for, is get somebody up here with me where we can just, we have some things in common,
Yeah.
or not, maybe not, like you can teach me something, I can teach you something.
Oh, come on down here and let me spank you in some disc golf too.
Yeah, you will too. Man, last time I went out, there's this one hole. It's 425 feet.
Ooh, that's pretty good size one.
And
Par 3.
It's par 3.
Okay.
And I have birdied it once. But we've played it a lot. I've birdied it once, and my buddy has birdied it once.
Okay.
And otherwise, it's pretty much a par hole.
Yeah.
But we know we can get it there. It's just everything all the stars and planets have to be in alignment, and everything has to be perfect. And we throw that nice S curve on a perfect line.
Is it level or downhill at all?
Well, so you're downhill, and there's a hill in front of you. And so that's why we haven't parked it very much.
Yeah.
Because if that hill wasn't in front of us, it would be downhill to the hole slightly.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But there's a rise, and then it goes down.
Okay. So you got to clear the rise, and then gotcha.
But what that makes you do is throw it to the moon.
Yeah.
Because you're throwing it level with the ground, but then when it clears the rise, it's way high,
Yep.
So we can throw it 400 feet.
Yeah.
And with the downhill on a 425, you're parked.
Yep.
Yeah,
you're outside circle 1, so if you get it there, then
right,
you stand a pretty decent chance of at least you'll have a shot at a bird.
Yeah.
So and that's all you want.
The putt I made was probably 28-foot putt when I made my par. His was a tap in.
Oh,
his was don't hit your head on the basket when you bend over to pick up your disc. Yeah, it was right
that's awesome.
there. And there was no way to miss on his.
He threw his leg on that one. Oh, I'm looking forward to tomorrow and actually Saturday having the Whiskey Tribe is having the Bastards Ball down here.
Oh, nice.
So tomorrow I'm going to go over to the Fang and Feather, hang out there for a little bit in the afternoon, and then go back there Saturday for the Bastards Ball.
All right. Bye, Art by Sparkle. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you got your rummy in.
I got the
if
Credit
you
Barrel
did,
t-shirt
you hit
on.
it. I'll give it to you. I don't see where she put it in there. She should have put rummy in before she left because she would get 10.
Did.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, it's up there.
Okay, good. Oh, I see it. I see it over there. Yeah. Yeah, at least that.
Oh, I haven't yet.
Now we have this one and 2 more, and then it's worth 20 on that last one. The 10th, the number 1 out of 10, because I put these in reverse order. I don't know why. When you go to a website, most of, like 9 times out of 10, when you look up top 10, whatever, they start with number 1 and work their way down. And I have to scroll down to 10 and then work my way backwards back up to the top.
Yep. Yeah, definitely, Cindy. I've been there a couple of times. I've met the guys, Daniel and Rex, and I actually met Emma before she moved over to Balcones. She's over there now with those guys, helping them, and all just great people. I mean, just really good
think
people.
about too next spring, Mark. When I come out there, I'm bringing my camera and stuff. So if we want to set some stuff up and catch some footage or something,
yeah. I wish I could get you into like maybe Still Austin, or Andalusia, or heck, there's getting to be quite a few down here nowadays.
Yeah.
Crowded Barrel is, they got their own page, so there's really no sense in going out there, because they've been on for quite a few years now. I think 5, 6 years, something like that now.
Yeah,
And
but see, you can also do a double video collab.
yeah,
Where we're just sitting around, shooting the crap, and I have my camera angle, they have their camera angle. I mean, we could catch the same footage, just different angles.
yeah, yeah. I dropped off some wild cherry that I got in Kentucky out there at the Crowded Barrel because he was wanting to. I was talking to Daniel, and they were wanting to do some where you put
Durian.
the staves in the smaller cask
Mhm.
to age it and get some different influences on the whiskey. And so I'm like, he's like, well, I'm trying some different stuff. I'm like, well, I got some wild cherry that I got in Kentucky. It's been down here in Texas drying out for the last 2 years. And he's like, that'd be awesome. I'll try that. So I mean, I split him up some and took it out there to him. I don't know, maybe a couple months ago.
I also see you're going a different direction than me. I trimmed my goatee today. I cut about an inch and a half off this thing.
Yeah. I'm not much on trimming. If I go to trimming, it winds up, being all gone, and either that or I cut it back to just the goatee. Just this.
That's
What do you call it? Van Dyke.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
what
cut
I
it back to a
did.
Van Dyke.
But I
So
took a
I'll trim all
comb.
this junk off.
I take the comb and put it in there, and then just
Oh, okay.
go across the comb so it won't come all the
Hmm.
way off.
Yeah.
But it's like a one
Yeah. Okay.
guard.
Well, this is. I don't know. It's starting to come on down there now.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't think
Yeah.
people realize how long my goatee was. I was putting the stuff in it to keep it.
What do you think about that look?
Nah,
Nah.
that's sketch. Yeah, that's sketch.
Ooh.
That's either
And
somebody. That's either an evil villain or somebody that likes to keep their pinky out all the time.
yeah, the pinky out with my sniffer. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, Panda Biatch.
Oh yeah, they still the durian. Oh my goodness.
Oh
That was
Lord.
Actually they said that the distilled version of it really wasn't that bad. I mean, it didn't have that funky,
Yeah, the foot
dead
funk.
animal nose to it, than the fruit does.
You
Because
know, you know
like
what
it's like
durian smells like that space between your big toe and the next toe if you haven't
mm.
washed your feet in like a week.
And you've been walking in the desert.
Oh yeah, you've been doing like landscaping work and stuff in the summer. Yeah.
Woo. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna share this thing. We're gonna spin this one, and then we'll have another one pop up right after it. So we are
Cindy,
at 14. Here we go.
did you see when they distilled the Oreos? Was it
Oh
Oreos?
no way. Well, it's got a lot of
I think
sugar in it.
yeah, and I
Big
think
Daddy
they did.
H.
Oh,
Oh, he
it
won
was
again. Looky
twice.
here. Now,
It's
if he
rigged.
wins
I'm telling you.
again, I will give him the points, but we will also spin again. So,
Maybe I was wrong. It was Cinnabon.
oh, Cinnabon. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeast needs to eat sugar. Okay.
Yep.
And Cinnabon, I think, probably has more sugar than almost anything in the world. So,
Yeah.
this is a very easy one to type in.
And the Cinnabon too, with all that white sugar over the top of the Cinnabon.
Oh, I know. If you misspell this, just don't spell it raw, and you'll be all right.
War. It's a good tongue.
Yeah. I like Jackie Chan. What is it good for?
Yeah, it's funny. I even
Yeah,
Big
what was
Daddy
that
H said it was
movie?
rigged.
What was that movie with Jackie Chan and Chris?
Oh,
Damn it,
something about a street or something, wasn't it?
something. Yeah, they were singing War.
Yeah.
He said, "What is it good for? Absolutely nothing." That's what he said. You never touch a black man's radio.
Shoot, I wish they would re-release Blazing Saddles.
Oh man, I wish they would redo some of those. You know, like
But
the problem is though, if you redo them,
Oh,
you
they're
need
not
to
nearly as
get
good.
the best talent ever.
Yeah,
Like, but like instead of like, just redo it, but get Will Ferrell and you know some other that are like the top comedian talent. You know,
yeah,
putting stuff out. But normally when they redo stuff like that, or Rush Hour, that's what it was. Yeah. When they redo a movie like that, they get B talent.
yeah,
And then of course it's not going to be any good, you know?
yeah, yeah. But trying to redo, Blazing Saddles or something, or edit it down for TV now. My buddy was telling me, they were working on the edited version for TV. It started at 7 o'clock and ended at 7:07.
Yeah.
Just so he wouldn't offend anybody.
Oh no,
Or
no. It starts at
sensibilities.
7 and ends at 8, but you only get 6 minutes of movie because the
Yeah,
rest of it's all
the rest
ads.
of it's commercials and
Yeah.
ads. Exactly.
It's like,
Oh, it's terrible.
yeah, somebody posted something one time. They said they were gonna, I forget what it was, and they were gonna bleep the bad words out, and they had a video. It was like 45 seconds long, and it said beep 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 beep.
Yeah. Yep. There's quite a few of them like that. Some of the classic ones, redo them, put them out again for like the millennials to see, like, Blazing Saddles and Airplane and, Young Frankenstein.
Well, the worst
know.
part was there were movies that were made in like 2000,
Yeah.
or 2002. And I was talking to somebody and I said, "Oh yeah, have you seen? Oh no, that's an ancient movie." Like, oh shit. Like,
Yeah, like Search for the Holy Grail. When was that?
yeah. But I don't watch those old movies like that. And they're like,
Yeah.
and I forget they're like 22 years old.
Yeah, we got them by like 30 years or something. So, hell, we still remember 8-tracks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
the
always
first music
said,
I remember hearing was on an 8-track.
one of the things we had to worry about when my dad had that black truck he used to have is when we pressed on the brakes too hard, the 8-tracks would slide out from under the seat and get under your feet.
Still.
But we had Waylon and Willie and all that.
I got
But
you.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
8-track, 4 tracks on each side, and you could flip it and put it back in and play the other side.
Yep. Well, it made it harder to fast forward through songs and stuff too.
You
It
could
was
skip
so
though.
great when they would come up with CDs. You can go
Oh,
now
yeah.
click, click. And
Oh,
instead of
but
having
right
to-
before CDs, do you remember when cassette tapes?
oh,
you
I
could-
hated those.
You could hit fast forward, and they put that break in there
Uh-huh.
so that it would fast forward and stop, and then start playing this song.
Oh yeah, yeah. If it didn't stop and then start spitting tape out the front of the machine or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you had to ease it all out, try to flatten
then
it out, get
turn,
a pencil and
turn,
roll it all back
turn,
up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it was a mess. Yeah, technology has come, we've advanced quite a bit. But
Mhm. Now,
yeah.
Lori said, I found a recipe for Oreo cheesecake. I've actually had an Oreo cheesecake before. It is freaking good. And what it was is they made like a New York style cheesecake. Not with but they made a regular cheesecake. And then they put cocoa in another part of the cheesecake, but they crushed Oreos and made the crust. But when they crushed the Oreos, they put the melted butter in there and like pressed it down. And then they made a regular cheesecake, what I would call regular vanilla type cheesecake. And then they made that with cocoa in it. And then they would pour it swirled all in there and then take straws and like mix it kind of around.
Make the little lines
and made
stuff.
swirls all through the cheesecake.
Yeah.
It was anaphylactic shock. is
Yeah.
the best thing I can explain.
If you didn't have diabetes, you soon would.
Oh, you're going to. Yeah, it's coming.
Yep. Good old cold diabetes on a plate.
Oh, wait. You didn't take your phone with you? Come on.
Hey, you're supposed to.
Yeah, you're supposed to take your mic with you.
Mm-hmm.
That way people can record you and then they can keep playing it back over and over and over again.
Not to Phil.
I can't say I have firsthand knowledge of that. Yes, I can. All right. All right. I'm going to give it one more minute and we're going to spin this one. And then we have two more after this. So it's #war right now. Let me check
Okay.
the giveaway.
Yeah, no.
15 entries, 17 on the eyeball. I always get a couple people
Yeah,
that they just don't enter. They just don't enter.
Yep. Yeah, War. I
said,
never
I
did
don't-
play that one. I don't ever remember playing War.
War is where you just
Okay.
flip a card and whoever's got the biggest card takes both cards.
Oh, okay.
And it's just a real fast game until like you flip a 10, I flip a 10. And then it's
Mhm.
like, oh, battle. And then you go 1, 2, 3, flip. And
Ah,
then you put 1, 2, 3 face down, flip. And then whoever, if they match, you have to do another 3.
oh, dang.
And
Okay.
then, but typically, one of you will win on that second one and they get all the cards. And then
So
you're
whoever
1,
has
2,
the most
3
cards
down.
wins.
What's that?
Whoever winds up with the most cards wins.
Whoever winds up with all the cards wins.
Oh, all the
It
cards.
takes like hours to
Oh,
play War.
dang. Yeah, I bet it would.
All right, well, I'm going to spin this one. So here we go. Share screen. I see Groovy got his entry in. We are going to spin for War. Good luck, everybody. Oh, you won again.
Hey! All right.
Now, that's your
Definitely
second.
rigged. Yep, that's my second win
Now,
right there. So
if you win again, I give you the points,
oh, really?
but I also spin again.
Oh, okay.
2 times, and then we give somebody else a chance.
Thanks, Quani.
All right.
And it's rigged. You're right.
So this is not the number one thing. This is not number one. This is number 2.
Number 2.
All
Dos.
forms of poker is not the number one.
Wow.
And
Really?
I attribute that to the military.
I'm not going to enter this. Yeah, I would think that poker. I mean, I would think that they would have to break it up into 5-card stud.
No,
what's the
they
one,
just said
Texas
poker.
Hold'em, and
They grouped them
7
all
card.
together. And guess
Wow.
what? There's one bigger.
One bigger than poker.
Yep. Oh, you know what
Card
it
game
is.
bigger
We've
than
been talking
poker.
about it all night. In the military.
Oh, spades.
Yeah. Spades is number 1.
There you go. Well, that would make sense. I mean, everybody knows how to play spades.
Well, and we
Go fish.
played so much spades in the military and all over the
Yeah.
world, and we spread spades all over the world. The military did.
Oh yeah, for
Getting
sure.
locals to play with us and all that, and this is a worldwide thing. And they said this is the ranking of these based on worldwide popularity.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's cool. And my buddy get me a new pour.
what you got there?
Tres Hombres.
Okay.
Balcones.
You know what? When I come out to see you now, I'm gonna bring a bunch of samples with me. I'll put them in the 4-ounce jars,
Oh, okay.
and that way we'll get to sample some stuff.
There you go.
But
I'll send you back with some.
I'm gonna bring some things that are local.
Mhm.
That I'll bring a couple of really good ones, but I'm gonna bring more though. Like you can't get these,
Oh yeah.
so
Yeah, I
that you
see
get to try.
There's a lot of stuff I see on YouTube, watching different guys, different streamers and stuff. and they'll show this one or that one, or like say Remus Repeal, or something like that, Remus Repeal 5 or something like that. And I'm like,
Right.
I saw one, and then it was gone, and I've never seen it again.
But I'm
Other
also
stuff,
going to
but
grab, when I go through Nashville, I'm going to grab a Lincoln Pinch and an OCD 5.
oh, there you go. I got
That
something I'm
OCD,
sending
you just,
you, so.
yeah.
But I'm surprised you couldn't get that down there where you're at, Learjet. That one I'm going to send you, I'm surprised you couldn't get it there.
Can't. It just, I don't know why they pissed them off or something here in North Carolina. I don't know.
Yeah, I've noticed recently, for some reason, for like last month and kind of the month before that, everything was pretty thin, and then all of a sudden, this month, all kinds of stuff's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like
it's
everybody got
fall.
deliveries.
Okay. It's fall. So bourbon comes out in 4 batches a year.
Oh, all the new release stuff's coming out, so they're, oh, here's the stuff we forgot to send you last 2 months.
Yeah. Stuff like that. And they
I
hold
got
on
you.
to stuff to see when their orders are coming. And
Yeah,
then right before the new stuff comes out, they'll start sending this reserve shit. And
yeah,
yeah, it's a big racket, the whole thing is.
yeah. And it's tough down here too, because I can't order nothing and have it shipped down here to Texas. It's annoying. Like a lot of people like 21090 or something. He'll order stuff on Sealback and a few other different online sites, but
Yeah.
they won't ship to Texas. Nobody ships to Texas.
Yeah.
So it's just like, dang. I see it and I can't get it anyways. So some of the reviews, it's some of the reviews. I'm like, I don't know if that's me even watching the review, because there's no way I'll ever see a bottle of that, unless I
But
start
sometimes
traveling the
I like to
country.
watch the reviews so that because we're about to take a trip in a month. We're going to go to, it's about 1 month from today, actually. We're going to Utah for one day, but then we're going to
Oh,
Vegas.
okay.
And Smoke Wagon is in Vegas,
Oh
right?
yeah,
And I'm going to try to line something up there and all that. But I want to go see the distillery and everything.
that'd be awesome.
Or not, it's not a distillery. It's a non-producing, you know,
Non-producing distiller, but they do a
non-distillery
lot of,
producer. I'm sorry.
yeah. They,
It's MGP juice, but that's fine. But Smoke Wagon is out of this world. Good, you know.
yeah, right, Kathy. Yeah, I've had three different versions of Smoke Wagon. They're straight. They're
I
the
like the
uncut,
uncut
unfiltered.
unfiltered.
I do too. That's my
That's
best,
my
my
favorite.
favorite by
Yeah.
far, and that's really good with a cigar.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yep.
it's the only thing with that one is you have to watch it because the proof is so high on it. It's like 120s.
I understand, but I like it.
Oh yeah, it's quite
You just
tasty.
drink less of it, or you crawl
Exactly.
home. I mean, either way.
Yeah, true.
But no, I mean, I'm willing to crawl home if it's good juice, you know. But typically, I'm drinking in my home anyway. Or if
Yep.
I'm out like that, I'm Ubering, you know.
Yeah, we will in just a minute.
All right. Well, it's 18 after. I see. I was gonna like share and spin and all that, but I saw a couple of little pokers coming in. But we'll give it another minute or two, and then about another minute, I'm gonna spin this one. I like to get these spins out of the way before 8:25, around 8:25, and that way we can wrap things up at the end. But the last one's worth 20 now, so this one's still worth 10. So if you haven't got your hashtag poker in yet, do that
Yeah.
because we're getting real close. Stoked for football. Oh man, dude, I watched football. Now last week it was a couple of good college games, but man, it is NFL this weekend.
Yeah. I'm still not watching much football. I watch the occasional Cowboys games. About it.
I like it. It's fast action. It keeps me engaged, and I drink a hell of a lot of beer when I watch
Yeah.
football. So,
If you want some good action, rugby, that's the way to go.
well, yeah, but you
Them
have
boys don't play.
camaraderie. You have a lot more camaraderie with folks when you watch.
Yeah.
All right,
Here in the
Jimmy.
U.S.
I see
anyway.
Jimmy Lacari. That's an important one, man. He got the poker in there. We're going to go ahead and share this out now because Jimmy's in there, and we're going to spin this thing. Good luck, everybody. And then we're going to hit the last one for 20 entries. Crazy.
Crazy
And
and congratulations.
now the last one coming up right here is going to be worth 20. So let me prep this one. And you know what it's going to be. Hashtag spades. Y'all can just start typing it if you want.
Mm-hmm. Spades.
But if you want to copy and paste, here it comes.
It's like crazy. Kathy Bates said earlier, surprised somebody hadn't gotten butthurt over the card game called Spades.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah,
Gawani's
they probably
already
will.
in. Bam.
Yep. He was in before you posted it.
That's right.
I don't know. Does it count then?
Yes.
Okay. So wait.
That's why I have to change these every time because
okay.
StreamYard goes back and looks through the entire chat,
Oh, okay.
right? So if I kept doing the same entry over and over and over again, it would all be the same,
I got you.
you know?
Yep.
Yeah, and it only allows one entry per person, but people who have already left, wouldn't,
Yeah.
they would be in,
Gotcha.
so I change it up every time. And try to keep people engaged. And it's not like it's not entertaining. Y'all can't tell me this isn't entertaining. Come on.
Don't make me get up and have to show you the view of the pool and all that. Come on.
Yeah, we talk about cool stuff on here.
Well, of course. Oh yeah.
Nope. Gawani, you're in. You are in. Yep.
It won't be long. We'll have sunset.
And that's also why I like to do things that are not predictable, because somebody could come on at like if you came in at 650 and guessed what the number one thing was going to be and put hashtag whatever,
yeah,
it would still count it an hour and a half later. It would.
I'm going to start trying that out then. When you post the first one, well, that one where you did with all the gymnast. Oh, ain't no guessing that one. Oh my goodness.
Well, you could Google and try to figure out what I used, like which list I used or whatever.
Yeah.
But
no, I don't think one.
Now there's a whole bunch of lists out there though. Now I'm gonna spin this one at 8:25, so we still have 3 minutes.
3 minutes
to figure it out. Man, I gotta pick my guitar back up. I haven't played it in a little bit. I bet it's still in tune though.
Hopefully.
Now I still have some calluses. I'm gonna pick it back up this weekend.
Did you put new strings on it?
No, not yet.
Okay, well then it should still be in tune then.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, that thing holds a tune like crazy. I'm always amazed. I mean, I've had some Yamaha guitars and things like that. I'd pick them up week to week, and first thing I have to do is just tune the hell out of it. But
we need to do you an after party sometime where you can pick us some tunes.
Yeah, I mean, I still have the Bourbon Bounty After Dark thing, but I mean, there's been, and I don't want to go into much on here, but there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, with a lot of folks that are in the community. And I like everybody in the community.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get involved.
Yeah.
Because I want to like I want to like people on merit and not because somebody told me to not like them, or
Yeah.
like them, And I just don't want to hear about any of that. And I just want to back off from, that and just welcome everybody,
Oh yeah. I'm
And
with you.
that's kind of, where I stand right now is I just want to, I had to take a step back. The
I
other
got you.
thing, let me grab a beer, but I can still talk while I'm walking.
Mhm.
Is I'm looking at canceling the Sunday sip along. I know we moved it from Saturday to Sunday,
Yeah.
but it is just not getting the traction.
Mhm.
And it's just, a time suck that
Yep.
is not benefiting anything.
There you go.
And, I'll do one more, but I'm going to tell people on the Sunday sip along, look, I'm sorry if this is what you liked, but I mean, 5 people it's not going to support the show,
Yeah. 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 Well,
And
and it's not worth, but the amount of people is not worth the amount of time that's involved and everything with it.
right. And coming up with different,
Understandable.
situations and different bourbon combinations and all this stuff. And then
Mhm.
I get nothing,
Yep.
in return. So
Have you tried any of the big benchmark stuff that you've seen come out now?
the what?
Benchmark?
No, you talking about McAfee's benchmark
Uh, I think
from
it's Evan
Buffalo Trace?
Williams. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that.
they had a bunch of different ones come out. Bonded and foolproof and
Oh shit! But it's all cheap
something else.
shit, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's the appeal to it to a degree. Is it's
Yeah,
all $20 range basically. But
yeah.
the only one that I've tried that I liked was the foolproof, and that one was actually a pretty good little sipper.
I mean, I use benchmark to cook with,
Uh huh. Not the
but
one.
I'm
Not
gonna.
the. Don't do the foolproof. Watch that one.
No, no, no. I wouldn't do that. I
It's
would probably sip on that one. But I'm going to go
yeah.
ahead and share this. We're going to get this last one done. Good luck, everybody. This is for 20, and we'll
Yeah,
see if we spin for 2 of these. Mr.
full.
Fulton Mraz
All right. Fulton coming in there with some.
with 20. All right, there we go. All
Well, that
right,
foolproof is 125.
Oh, well, is
Oh
it
yeah.
always 125? I mean,
Yeah. Hey,
well,
that's the foolproof that they can actually put into the barrel is 125, right?
right, but
So
if
that's
you
what they're
if
going to
you
proof it at.
barrel at 125, but McAfee's not aged that long, right?
Mm-mm.
So it's a
It's probably
very
2 years.
it's a very fast age at a higher temp,
Yep.
up in the rick house.
Yep.
So but it still should lose a little. They're adding some water to it. If it's 125 on the button every single time,
Yeah.
they're adding water to it
They probably are a
because
little bit, but
a little
I mean
tiny bit because
it's close to this color right here,
yeah,
and for the
but
price,
you
heck,
can't
it's not
control the
bad.
barrel, right?
No. Oh no.
So
Heck no.
when you put whiskey in a barrel at 125 and age it, the longer you age it, it will soak up the water and leave the alcohol behind, and it
Hmm.
will always go above,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah. So they probably got what when they pull it out, it's probably like 130, 135 ish, somewhere in
or
that range.
128. It depends on how
Yeah.
long they aged it.
Yeah.
It could
Where
be
the position
one,
in the rick house and all that,
yeah,
but so they watered it down a smidge,
a
but
smidge.
it's still hanging at 125. So it's not bad for the price.
Well, and the
Uh,
one thing I trust Buffalo Trace to use very purified water, when they're
mhm.
doing it. So, yeah, and if it's just a hint of water in it, I
Yep.
mean, yeah,
Well,
but
I mean, that kind of proof you'd want to drop a chunk of ice in it sometimes anyway.
yeah, because foolproof is because there's cast strength and barrel proof, right?
Yeah.
Those two terms are legal, and
Hmm.
so if you say foolproof, Yeah,
Yeah.
you're playing with a little water there, you know.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. I mean, and even barrel proof doesn't mean that they can't proof it down in the barrel
In the barrel.
and
And
then
that
pour
is,
it.
I was going to bring that
So
up too,
you know.
because what they do is they look at their loss in the barrel from
Hmm.
evaporation and angel share,
Hmm.
and all
Well,
that, and they add water to
sieve
it.
it, put it in here, and then throw your hydrometer in there and say, "Oh, it's at a this proof. Well, we want it closer to this proof. Pour some water in the barrel.
Yep,
There you
and you can,
go.
and they get around it that way.
Oh, of
They
course.
do, and yeah, they call it barrel strength or cast strength barrel proof, and they
Exactly.
put water in it while it was aging. Yeah, so you got to watch for that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And a lot of it's just terminology nowadays. You know, limited edition and
Oh yeah.
all this stuff. It's just a lot of BS, really.
Now
Basically, find something you like and go with that.
I'm about to record. I have 2 weeks worth of videos already scheduled. I have one scheduled for this next Monday, one for the next, and then after that, I have another video I'm going to shoot, and then after that, I'm going to do the twins from Storytime and
Hmm.
Shane. So in a month from now, Shane will, well, toward the end of the month, it'll be right at the end of the month. He'll be a guest on our show,
Nice.
and I will have already shot the video, of the
Hmm.
review, and he'll be on here with us to talk about the twins.
Nice. That'd be good.
And but
Well,
right now we're at time, guys,
there you go.
and gonna go ahead and wrap this up. There's the shot of the pool.
There's
But
you some
thanks for
sunsetters.
joining, and love all y'all, and I hope you had a good time. And we're going to end this broadcast right now.